Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So we see M coming to spiritual life, entering into pure spiritual life, a transformation from the normal life in the world to the spiritual, as a spiritual seeker, aspiration. The aspiration has begun. To fix Master, that is Sri Ramakrishna, to fix the mind on God is very difficult in the beginning, unless one practices meditation in solitude. When tree is young, it should be fenced all around, otherwise it may be destroyed by cattle. In the beginning, unless one practices meditation in solitude. Solitude. Where do we find solitude? Solitude is where other people and other disturbances, external disturbances, are absent. We find places where there is no interference of other people, because even the presence, why do we need solitude is, we are always limited by the presence of the other person. If there are two or many, even one more person in your company, not speaking to you also, you cannot, without your knowledge, you are feeling his presence. For example, you are in a house alone, nobody is there in the house else, there are other houses all around. If you are asked to sing loudly, you will not sing. Because you feel though nobody is there at home, you are alone, the neighbors are there, they are not even aware that you are here, but they are having a limitation over you. That it is such a limitation that you cannot sing loudly in your own house when the neighbors are there. What those people will think. The presence, awareness of the presence of others limits us. How long should I sit? How to sit? What will he think? This is one of the greatest obstruction in the path of yoga. Feeling the presence of others independent of divine. If I am able to see divine in others, if I am able to see the presence of God all around, then it doesn't matter. Jana and Vijana becomes the same. But in the beginning it is impossible to see, and that is why we need solitude. Solitude is where we separate from the presence of, in my awareness, if people are not there, it is sufficient. It is just like diabetes. If diabetes is there in body, it doesn't matter. You will not even know there is a diabetes. Once you come to know that you have diabetes, over. It becomes a diabetes is there in mind, not in body. So every food object that you see, should I eat or not? Should I eat or not? Should I eat or not? begins that day when doctor says you have diabetes. It was there till that moment. He never knew nor he cared to know it. But the day, similarly is the presence of, in the solitude, you have to call on God. Meditate upon. What is meditation? Solitude has got great advantages, other advantages also. That is not the subject now. From ancient times we see people observing mauna and ekantavasa in spiritual life. Mauna is always connected with your internal dialogues, talks going on within yourself, the control of that. Because the mind has to become tranquil before you can see inside. Mind is like water. If it is wavy, you can't see the bottom. If it is muddy, you cannot see the bottom. If it has become ice, you cannot see the bottom. If it is missing, you can't see the bottom. So these are the various obstructions to meditation, yoga. Kashaya, that means where there is muddy water. Kalmashas are there. Then wavy, vikshipta. If mind is vikshipta, you cannot see the bottom. If it has become like ice, mudha, it cannot. Nidra, it cannot. So, in meditation, these vikshipta, kashaya, mudha, nidra, all these obstructions must go away. So, meditation is removing all contents, emptying the contents of mind and filling with the object of meditation. Suppose I want to meditate on Sri Ramakrishna. I must, all the contents of my mind, from morning I am engaging my mind in so many things. My awarenesses are filled with so many ideas and so many items. I might have talked harshly to someone, I might have talked, somebody must have talked harshly to me. These things will be in a part of the awareness. The awarenesses govern my mind, that is my thoughts, feelings, actions and speech. What am I aware of? What is my awareness filled with? So whatever is there in my awareness, I am aware of certain things. Somebody had told me something, or something has happened, an accident, or a loss, or somebody has told me to send something. So that is there in my awareness, and with that I will sit for meditation. Then my thoughts will be the product of my awareness. My speech going on within and with others will be my actions, my feelings will be governed by my mind also, will be governed by my awareness. And another thing that affects my mind is inner vasanas. Mind is always under the sway of vasanas. Till jnana and viveka interferes. Whatever decision we take, whatever understanding we get, whatever explanations we give. Suppose I am not able to meditate today. I may give certain reasons for my not able to meditate. Or I could not go for prayer. I will give some. These explanations are not based on jnana or viveka. They are based on my vasanas. Always it will be anything I try to explain is vasanamaya. When jnana interferes, when jnana gives an understanding, viveka gives an understanding, it will be impartial, it will be divine, it will be right decision, right thinking, always. So, you have to meditate in solitude. That is, you go to a place where it is comfortable, where there is no kind of disturbance, like Sri Ramakrishna used to get up at late in the night when all are asleep and enter into deep woods nearby, where people cannot even peep, totally free from the awareness of presence. A person can come there to see where he has gone. Is such a darkness, deep woods. Anybody would be frightened to go there, and he would silently go there, remove all his clothes. Even the awareness, the sacred thread he used to remove and keep. And I am a Brahmin. This awareness also should not be. I, as a child of God and God alone, whatever my relationship with God, that relationship alone I possess. My identity is the identity with which I am bound with God. All other identities, my identities, I am so and so, I am such and such person's son, I have got such and such qualities, good qualities, such bad qualities, my mind is like this, my body is like this. All these awarenesses are dissolved. Only God is there, God's presence, I am there, my relationship is there. All others things. This you cannot achieve in a day. The decision, I will go and meditate on God, is impossible. Yatishwaranji's one disciple was there. He wanted to ask one question to his guru. He comes to Yatishwaranji Maharaj and says, Maharaj, I have got some problem. Shall I ask one question? Maharaj says, yes, welcome. Then he says, when I meditate, the word, when it comes from the disciple's mouth, that when I meditate, then Maharaj immediately interferes. Do you meditate? You meditate? He says, yes, Maharaj, when I meditate. Again he says, do you meditate? He says, yes, when I meditate. He wanted to tell, when I meditate, mind doesn't stay on the object or some problem he has. Then Maharaj says, when you meditate, the question doesn't come. When I meditate, if you say, no question comes there. When you meditate, God alone is there. Then he gets confused, the disciple. He says, I don't understand. See, meditation is impossible, even for an advanced sadhaka. And you are telling, when I meditate. Then he asks, what should I tell? when I try to meditate. When I try to meditate. So, we are all trying to meditate. But it should not take whole life trying to meditate. A day must come when I lose my external awareness. I must forget my bodily existence. I must forget the time and space where I am. So it should not take too long a time. Swami Vivekananda says, any person, if he is sincere to the core, he can achieve success in yoga within 6 months. We lack that sincerity. So, meditation, we are trying to meditate. When we try to meditate, Sri Ramakrishna says, go to the solitude. All awarenesses are suppressed, or you are free from all obligations and duties of life, all engagements in that calm hours, when there is no disturbance, when you feel the presence of God, then try to dissolve all other awarenesses, all other thoughts, and only nirantara thought of the divine. Now suppose you are doing Rupa Dhyana, Guna Dhyana. On that object, your mind must flow like Taila Dhara. You have seen the oil flowing, there won't be any ripple, there won't be any bubble, there won't be any, just a dhara. It looks like a stick standing when you pour the oil. Same thing if you pour water, gudu gudu, blu, so many things will be falling along with the water. So just the air around, it sucks the air around and comes. So the mind must flow into the object of meditation like Taila Dhara. So that kind of making the presence of God, your mind, whole mind is flowing in one direction with one object. That is the struggle, that is the whole struggle. Years take, every day, whatever you struggled yesterday, from there you have to continue. Suppose I was able to go only very little within. Just for a moment I could go a little deeper within myself, sink within myself, or turn inward and peep within myself. Just a stillness within, a silence within, a breath constantly flowing in and out. We usually, when mind is totally out of control, or new person coming, especially in Buddhism and all that, meditation is taught. First step is to watch your own breath. Because mind has always a tendency not to live in the present. It will be thinking of the past or of future. It will be in past or future. It never comes to the present. Present is left over, always thinking of the past and future. So, to bring the mind to present, to drop away the past and future, the breath is, you watch your breath is told. When you watch your breath, air coming and air going out, when you watch it, you are in the perfect present. You are not watching a breath that has already gone, or the breath which is going to come, but breath which is coming, coming, present continuous, and going. So that alone you are watching. So you are coming, your mind you are bringing to the present, absolute present. So when the mind is in present, when it drops away the past and future and lives in the present, it is easy to see that it settles down at the feet of God. But it must be always, we must try to combine japa or form of God immediately, slowly, without disturbing it with any other association, with any other thought. You must segregate, protect yourself that no other thought interferes. Anything coming, not now, not now, not now. I am sitting for meditation. Before you sit for meditation, you must decide, nothing should disturb me today. I am sitting for meditation. I must experience the presence of God there. All others, I am closing all the doors. There won't be any, there shall not be any other thought, any other thought. There shall not be any other disturbances. So I calm down my mind, I calm down my feelings, the feelings also. I don't allow the feelings to rouse in any matter, not get disturbed by anything. First thing is protection from other things. So to make streamline, to make the streamline of my feelings, of my thought, of my understandings, knowledge, all to become streamlined into one object of meditation, I use singing a beautiful song that pleases me. One of the important things in meditation is to combine the heart and head together and make it move. One thing is begin with prayer, always begin with prayer. Oh Lord, I am going to sit now for meditation. Protect me from all other thoughts. Make me think of you alone. When we pray, it is auto-suggestions to myself, my mind, my heart, and also I am invoking the divine grace. It shows my sincerity. You are the indweller, you are the Antaryamin, you know what I am telling, you know what I am seeking. See that my mind doesn't go anywhere. It will not think of anything else other than feeling your divine presence within me. So begin with a prayer. Before sitting for meditation and beginning with prayer, sing a beautiful, fine song. A song you sing, almost all sadhakas I saw in Himalayas, here, there, wherever good sadhakas are there, they are good singers also. They will be sitting somewhere calmly, observing the nature, beautiful nature, all alone, and they will be singing some pleasant raga, slow, fine, moving, that makes you become in tune with the nature around. When you are in tune with the nature around, the qualities of nature manifest in you. Suppose I am thinking of some bad incident in my life, somebody giving me a lot of pain or anything. I am sitting alone, but how I get udreka, the anger, this, that, and all possess me. Let me meet the next time. What all thoughts, what all things, I will tell like this, I will do that, etc. So this, when I am tuned with that person's actions, what that person's thoughts were there, that triggers my feelings. Similarly, because I am in tune with a person who has hurt me. Similarly, when I am in tune with nature, what qualities it has? What have I seen in nature? The beauty, the calmness, the peace, the love, perfection. All these, the manifestations of nature, will naturally present in you that beautiful scene which brings calmness to mind, like rising sun, setting sun. All these are. So when you are in tune with nature, you will see naturally so many qualities of nature, especially tranquilness, peace everywhere in nature. The joy, bliss, love. The nature is radiating these things constantly. Though we fail to observe it, when you are tuned with the nature, they will manifest in you. You'll be filled with universal love. You'll be filled with divine love. You'll be feeling intimate closeness with the divine, because nature and divine are one, inseparable entities. So you feel that closeness with the divine when you are in tune with nature. So when you sit for meditation, a beautiful song will make you come in tune with nature, and the qualities of nature will manifest in you, and you are making yourself fit to sit for meditation. Then the pranayama. Pranayama are the energies that are taking various levels of my being into different directions. I come walking, trying to sit for meditation. My body is set to movement. When I sit, the tendency is still there of movement. Mind has seen something. And I omit it and come and sit. Even then, what I have seen and come, the mind's tendency is there. Senses are like that. While walking, I was seeing here, there. With one pointedness, I did not come. I saw something. I saw somebody talking. I saw somebody standing there. All this becomes a part of my awareness and start disturbing me. So my mind is in one direction, my senses are in one direction, my body is in one direction, my pranas are in one direction. All are split and they are all, I am sitting there with each part of my existence, each phase of my existence pulling me in some other direction. They may not be pulling, but they are set to that. Now I must release them from their hold and make them flow into the divine, object of meditation. This is called pranayama. Pranayama is where the energy is governing each of the functions of the body, senses, mind, intellect. Behind, they are all working. Mind is working, body is working, senses are working. Behind every movement, there is an energy. This energy is called, in living being, energy. Behind every action, every movement is called prana. And prana, which is behind my senses, eyes were seeing, that prana has to be made. All the pranas that are making the whole bodily existence work are streamlined to move together in divine direction of my meditation. So I control my breath. If the breath is held, everything is immediately revolt, because I am going to die the moment I stop my breath. There is no storage of oxygen in body. There is sufficient storage of food. Even if I fast for many days at a stretch, I may not die. I may suffer great pain, but I will not die. So much of energy stored is there till the whole body shrinks down. But there is no oxygen storage. The moment you stop the food, nothing happens. If you stop the breath, it will revolt. I am going to die. The next moment I am going to die. All the senses, mind, everything becomes alert and start turning, what is happening, what is happening. Then immediately, oh, where am I sitting? For what purpose I am sitting? My sankalpa to meditate, give myself entirely to God, by that sankalpa, to drop all other awarenesses, that my sankalpa, to think of God alone, that sankalpa will make all of them flow in one direction. My senses are waiting to look at Him. My mind is constantly searching for Him. My intellect is trying to bring back to awareness what the Guru has told, how the vision of God will be there. So all are helping each other to move in the direction of concentrating on God. So this is the process of meditation by which we transcend our nature and go beyond. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.